Giuoco piano game, main line, Giuoco Pianissimo variation. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Black had a good opening, but White was on another level. It was a well-fought middle game that Black got the better of. The reti is a less common but flexible opening that controls the center with the knight before committing a pawn. The d4 and e5 squares are under the control of nc6, which advances the knight toward the center. The e4 square occupies space in the middle, rules the d5 and f5 squares, and promotes the development of the light-squared bishop. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. bc5 attacks the f2 pawn and helps control the important d4 square. c3 supports the d2-d4 pawn break and allows the queen to develop on the queen side. Nf6 advances the knight and engages in an attack on the exposed e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. The bishop is prepared to grow into a functional square. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent avoids some of the attacking associated with opposite side castling. By doing this, a knight moves out of its beginning square and into the action. Games Master. It is the final book action. It's alright. That's good. That is a logical response. It is quite good. As a result, the bishop may now control more squares because it is in a better position. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. Very precise. It is best. This provides an equal exchange of parts. It is quite good. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. A powerful play. It is quite good. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. It is ideal. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is quite good. By moving a rook from its starting square, this activates it. That's good. By growing a queen from its beginning square, this activates the queen. That's good. What I would have advised is that it is ideal. This poses a material threat. It is ideal. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This misses a chance to improve a bishop's square and broaden its range. It is incorrect. Recaptures. It is ideal. This requires an outpost, a square that is currently in play where a pawn cannot push the bishop off the board. That's good. This blocks an attack on a vulnerable rook. This stops the opponent from being able to win material. It is best. Now that the rooks can see one another, they can defend one another. It is ideal. The knight becomes more active as a result, gaining control over more of the board. It is quite good. By assaulting the opposing queen, this activates a piece while also buying time. It is ideal. This suggests exchanging items of equivalent value. This poses a risk of winning a pawn. It is ideal. This misses the chance to provide an equitable exchange of pieces. It is incorrect. Backs off. That's good. This ignores a superior strategy for protecting a pawn that was being attacked. It is incorrect. Not the finest, this. It is incorrect. This could have been done lot better. It is incorrect. It's alright. That's good. Among the best actions. It is quite good. This can indicate that a pawn is being attacked. It is incorrect. Very precise. It is best. Recaptures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. A pawn that was being attacked and had no defenses is now protected by this. It is ideal. This gives away a free pawn. It is an inaccuracy. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Black had a good opening, but white was on another level. It was a well-fought middle game that black got the better of.